Hi there, welcome to Huson DIY. My name is Ben. In this video, we're checking out the Ceenr battery adapters.
Welcome to Huson DIY, bringing you the best in tech, product reviews, and getting things done.
Okay, so we're checking out a battery brand called Ceenr. Ceenr, C-E-E-N-R, however you say that, I'm not so sure. So these are basically a battery that you can attach an adapter to that then fits into a drill or a power tool or any similar item. So for me, on the channel we've reviewed many Ryobi tools. I've got tons of Ryobi tools, and this basically is a battery that you can attach an adapter to. You can connect into a Ryobi kind of power tool, any tool across the Ryobi range. But in theory, what you could do, if you've got multiple different brands of tools, so you've got Ryobi, you've got Bosch, Black & Decker, and they're others supported as well by the brand, you can then use this battery across multiple different tools that you might have. So giving that versatility and using the same battery across many different tools. Obviously you can buy multiple batteries as well to fit across those different adapters. So in this video we're checking out the Ryobi adapter. We'll use it in a Ryobi tool just in here just to test it with, just to start with, and then we'll use it in a drill. We'll use it in an impact driver and a circular saw at some point outside, and we'll get some footage of that. I'll do a little bit of a review at the end just to summarise my kind of thoughts on the battery, if there's any differences, etc. But let's get inside these boxes and check out the actual product. Okay, so first up, let's get inside these boxes, check out the actual product. I will get some close-ups as well with another camera. We'll fit them into a Ryobi tool, a torch just inside for now, and then we'll take it outside, as I mentioned, and do a proper kind of usage of it. So the main unit itself is the actual battery element. So obviously this will need charging as well, fully charging. That's why I'm only using it on the torch for now. I want to fully charge this up before I use it on a power tool. So there's the battery itself, solid square block, got some weight in it. You can use this as well as a battery pack for charging mobile phones or similar small devices. So it's kind of got multiple uses as well. So you've got a couple of USB ports on there, USB-C and a USB Type A. We've got a single physical button that shows us the battery charge. We've got 2 lights out of the 4 available there at the moment. So just to give a battery indicator. There's then some grooves built into here. Again, I will get some close-ups. Some grooves built into there that I imagine the adapter will slide into. The multiple adapters that you can then use for different types of power tools, etc. Multi-tools, whatever you're using it for. So that's the battery. That's the main element itself. You can get this in different capacities. So it's an 18-volt battery, so you can power 18-volt tools. But you can get different capacities. Let me just check which one I've got in the end. It's a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, 18-volt. 72 watt hour. The product weight is 475 grams just from the battery element itself. So that's the battery. Let's get inside these boxes, or just one of them for now. Okay, so there we go. So if you do have a Ryobi tool, that will look very familiar. That's just exactly the same kind of copy as the top of the Ryobi kind of battery. So that's the Ryobi. I think that's a 4 amp hour, so 4,000 milliamp hour. So an equivalent kind of size. Weight-wise, it feels a lot lighter actually, so we will see. So that's the battery, that's the adapter. This should just be a simple case of sliding this on. So let's give it a go now and we'll see what happens. So I'll get some, again, we'll get close-ups of this, but let's just see, without reading the instructions, what you do. I think I might have done that wrong. Let's try it this way. Nope. Okay, I was just doing it wrong. Really easy to do. I'm not sure if it clicks in. There's no click, but that is in. So in terms of the look of it, obviously, in terms of the Ryobi battery, a little bit more clunky looking, but it is a battery with an adapter on that you can use multiple different types of branded adapters on. So it does look okay, and then it should just be a case of sliding this back off. There's a couple of buttons on the side. Yeah, so nice and firm. Not too firm, you can slide that off, but that is just to show that again. Squeeze those in, slide that on. You got the metal contacts there on the end that then make contact with the battery element inside, and that's ready to go. So let's plug it into an actual Ryobi tool or the torch I've got, make sure it actually works out of the box. Okay, so we've got a simple Ryobi torch here, just it was a freebie, I think that came with one of the power tools that I bought. So we'll pop this in now. So it's in, I'm going to press it, see what happens. It's working straight away, so you can see the torch is working, no problems whatsoever. I would expect it to work. As I mentioned, it's got the 2 lights on there at the moment, so it does need fully charging, which I will do with this. I don't think it comes with a cable. There's no cable included, so you do have to plug in your own USB-C cable to charge this up. Okay, super simple to use out of the box, works out of the box as well. Let's just turn that back off. You can see the footprint of it if I compare it. So if I take this off, put it onto there, it's a little bit more slimline on the Ryobi battery, as you would probably expect. It obviously is the tool built for the actual, the battery built for the actual tool. So if I just put that on there, but you can see the adapter-wise, it fits perfectly onto it. It's just the battery element on the bottom of it is a little bit more clunky looking, let's say, but does a job. That's absolutely fine. So if you've got multiple different types of tools and you've got these adapters, you can then use this battery across all your different tools. So pretty cool, pretty cool. And it's, again, maybe a spare that you could keep. If you've got a few Ryobi batteries, which I do have, you could just have a spare in your tool bag that can be used to power and charge other things as well, which is great. So what I'll do now, let's put this into some use. I will charge it up first of all though. I will get this fully charged so we can use it with impact driver, circular saw, and maybe a couple of other tools. It just depends what I need to do out in the garden. So I'll get some footage of this outside, then we'll come back in here and kind of summarise things at the end with the actual usage of the battery and the battery adapter. Okay, all done now with the Ceenr PDNation battery and then the Ryobi adapter that we've covered off in this video. So hopefully you've seen the footage there of me using the actual battery and the Ryobi battery adapter in my Ryobi tools. I use them in a circular saw, in an impact driver, and also in a leaf blower. All worked absolutely perfectly fine. Really, really good. No kind of performance difference in using the adapter with the battery. No difference whatsoever. Got the same power output, etc. from the using these batteries compared to the actual standard original Ryobi batteries. So overall, really, really like the concept. For around 50 to 60 pounds, depending on whether you can get these on offer. Obviously the battery, and with one adapter included, is good value for money in terms of the portability, the usability, the versatility of these batteries. You can use it as a power bank with the built-in USB-C ports, which is great. Charge it up, obviously using USB-C, get some power into this, but there is a USB-A port on there as well. 4,000 milliamp hours, so plenty of battery in there to charge mobile phones, tablets, anything similar such as that. So really good concept in terms of plugging this into obviously the Ryobi drills and the Ryobi tools for myself with this adapter. If you've got multiple different tool types, you get different adapters and use the same battery as we've covered off. So the pros are there for what it is, really good, versatile. You've got different tools, maybe a gift for someone, for example, Father's Day, birthday present, Mother's Day, anything like that for a DIY enthusiast. Really, really good. Now, in terms of cons, there aren't many really. I guess from a look and feel perspective, it's obviously different shape, style compared to the original Ryobi battery and probably compared to many other battery types for any tool. It's a square or rectangular, cuboid kind of shape obviously, but it's a battery. Obviously the looks aren't that important as long as it's doing the job it's supposed to do. That's one thing. If you're bothered about the look and the fit onto the actual tool, then obviously it will look a little bit different. Second con, it is a little bit fiddly putting the actual adapter on. So once the adapter's on, it's absolutely fine. Kind of getting it on's not much of a problem either, just sliding it into the actual adapter, or sorry, into the battery, and it does click into place. There's then a small button just on the front of there which releases it, and then you slide it off. So it's kind of getting it off is quite difficult. It's not a bad thing as such because it's nice and it's on there solid. It's just quite difficult to pull off. Whether that will loosen off after time, after using the plastic a little bit. But as I say, it's not the worst thing in the world really, because you don't want it sliding off accidentally. So the fact it's locked in quite well is probably a good thing. But it's just something to point out if you are using it. It can be quite difficult just to get that battery adapter back off. It's not impossible, but it takes some kind of adjusting and shifting. Let me just try and get that off now. Like so. So it is quite stiff, and the plastic that goes into the battery, it is quite tough to get it off. But as I mentioned, that might not be a bad thing. It's on there pretty solid really. So a couple of cons, but I think the pros outweigh the cons really in terms of the value for money, the versatility, what you can use the battery for, etc. Yet the pros definitely outweigh those couple of cons. Okay, so all done now. PDNation Ceenr 18 volt, 4 amp hour, 4,000 milliamp hour battery with a Ryobi adapter. Really, really good, really impressed. Super versatile product. Great product to buy for yourself. Great for a gift for a DIYer out there. Really, really good. So hopefully the video has been informative. If you've liked the video, if you have, please do give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If not for any reason, give it a thumbs down, give it a dislike. Let me know in the comment section why. Any questions about the product, about anything I've not covered in the video, or anything to cover in a future video, for example, please drop that into the comment section. I will reply to all questions and comments in there. And if you want to follow the Huson DIY channel for more product reviews, tech reviews, DIY projects, and much, much more, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.